Olojo Dele. I've seen the video. People were shocked. We wonder not seeing on in South Africa. Country where people want go flex. Country where people want go flex. Now the nearest you can be to European life experience.
They argue online. I send the picture tire at the kerosene see but face to face here lẹ́nu wọ́n bẹ̀rù ju kí ló dá lè lọ tó dọ́mọ̀ pé ẹ̀wọ̀n ni ọ̀ lè ná bàbá ẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ẹ̀ lè ná olè lu yìí tẹ́ bá mú olè máa mú fọ́lọ́pàá ni if you beat thief for this country you go jail.
Wow.
Ẹ máa mú fọ́lọ́pàá ni so the woman this law dey work for this country where gan lè bi say àwọn location àwọn cousin ló máa ń pè àwọn cousin
where they have higher population they will commit the crime first and you don't want to be victim.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n fi ẹlòmíì láti pè báyìí gẹ́gẹ́ tí láti ṣàyẹ̀ wo fídíò rẹ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ play ẹ̀ fáwọn èèyàn ìjọba náà.
Nice one, thanks so much for this. I'm happy that somebody actually calls in from your area, Baba. Nice one, Cheers.
Thank you.
Nice one. So you see that self-preservation. When people tell you about to preserve yourself, for example, and say, "Me, I want to preserve the Yoruba, the Yoruba heritage, the Yoruba." Everything Yoruba, okay, including by ensuring that the wealth of the land is equally shared among the residents of the land so that they can all together continue to preserve what is called the heritage of the people. But in this case, they are selling our heritage away and they're selling us hatred in return. But we have nothing to gain back from it. Our people are still poor, nothing special coming to our way, right? Hello there.
Hello, Michael.
Yeah, sister. How are you?
Hey, how are you? I'm good.
Grand.
This is Bimbo, Texas.
Yes, ma'am. So, dear sister Bimbo.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I just say I think it's easier to get in the mornings than
I know it
later.
Is. It can be, but sometimes it can also be a little bit like dodgy too. Oh, glad you are here.
And I say, my South Africa people. I don't understand the problem with the black race. Honestly,
no idea.
Sometimes it gives me pause. Like, who are we really? What is wrong with us? They don't really understand that the immigrants are their strength in that country. They need to learn from the blacks in America. We have bigots among them too, but
sure.
Majorly they support immigrants, and that's what makes
especially
them very strong.
Adding value to the local community,
I know.
The local economy. They are valuable immigrants.
I'm telling you. So now they form a strong political base here in America where. Any party that does not, carry that base, you're not likely to win.
That's it.
So the immigrants in South Africa are your strength. If you destroy it, you will continue. The white people there will continue to just, continue to repress you.
Mm-hmm.
For you to actually really fight and win any battle, you need the support of people like you and other immigrants in your country. So I don't understand where this anger
Sister Bimbo, I was actually asking the other day, like, where and when exactly did the relationship between South Africans, or like I said, this minute South Africans got so bad against the rest of Africa? But you see that my first caller who said, in reality, is actually not the majority, even though this minority are so loud and all of that. But I still question that, like, man, we were singing Mandela's song, Mandela Freedom Song in schools. They wrote songs for him. They wrote books. They wrote, we were all like bombarded with the happenings in South Africa. They were collecting donations on the street for the people of South Africa across Africa. Like, it was like an African project. So, who raised these South Africans who will kill other Africans?
Yeah, they are in the minority, actually. But the problem is where the majority allows the minority to be louder. So they're going to be continue to do what they're doing. The majority are supposed to be the ones that, shut them up. Like, you know what, you need to be quiet, but in the case where they don't do that, they're going to be the louder voice.
It's like in that country. They're enabling it by saying,
yes,
by saying, you know what, we are not xenophobic, okay? But you see, whatever this person does to you, we are not responsible, but there's nothing we can do to stop him. I get it.
Yeah, that's why you see the extremists here. They've actually hijacked a political party.
Yeah, I was saying
in America,
hijacking party and having access to power. It will put all of us in danger.
Yeah, they've hijacked the Republican Party now. To even the moderates among them cannot speak. And that's the problem that they have right now. It's going to be hard for them to correct it, but they allow this to happen. So that's the issue with South Africa. If you keep, driving away the immigrants, the other Black people that are your, strengths, you'll be weaker and weaker. So
anyway.
I don't see any progress there. And one other thing that I wanted to ask, actually, that the main thing that made me call is this summit.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't see the itinerary for it. What do you have? You should post that so that people will see, I know you said the first day it's registration, then what? What's going to happen on the second day, and what's going to happen on the third day,
I get you. Well, maybe I should outline it even better than the way it's been sort of put out there. But it was pretty much like the second day is just us, right, discussing the union's goals, purpose, and all that, debate the constitution and kind of ratify that, pass that. And then the third day, right, is called the dinner, which around the time, okay, would have finalized what is this all about, okay? But I get you. We'll kind of try and outline it even better, okay, before then.
Yeah. So and is there an option of people that want to join like virtually, because a lot of people may not be able to travel?
Yeah, there will be an option of that. So we'll make that public as well, like maybe a day or two before then. So where people can join virtually, yes. I'll put out.
All right. Anyway, that's all I have for now.
I'll put out more information. I'm glad you asked anyway, okay? Because there are others who probably are. I'm pretty much curious.
Yeah, are interested, but they are like, okay, what are we going to be doing? There's yeah.
I'll work on that today with others. Okay, we'll put kind of more explanation out there, especially on the ticketing parts, right? So people can read more. Thank you so much, sister.
You're welcome.
Good one, okay?
You too.
Cheers, ma'am. So, there we. Okay, hang on. I just said, okay, I got it. I am going to possibly speak, with others to see if we need to highlight that more. I might do that this afternoon before I leave the studio. Okay. So I've had people who are asking as well that what is the summit all about? Let me break it down a little bit before I take this call. I have a caller on the line, right? So the Yoruba Union Summit is not like a party meet. The intention of the summit to start with is that, number one, we need a platform that we can say this is the Yoruba Union platform, like we have just done with our website, where we can identify who is who virtually. Then the summit itself is to see how many of these of ourselves we can bring together, where the idea of the union, okay, the aims and objective of the union can be easily kind of spoken to with everyone. You get what I mean? Where if you have any question about what you're about to be part of, you can ask that. If you have any suggestions, the room is there open. It's like putting together something beyond, beyond this virtual way, right? Now we know that this was put together in a very, in a very short period of time, and because of that, we do not really expect a lot of people. But we do expect those we believe are truly interested and they can make the journey. So that's the first part of what we believe as a commitment. Because normally the idea of the Yoruba Union is mainly volunteering into venturing into the lives of our people, be part of their everyday life. How can we do that? We will share that idea, okay? Not just with everyone virtually, but with a lot of people who are going to be around. So now, that will be the first day is the arrival, where everyone who is going to be attending, okay, we have the chance of kind of meeting ourselves, register our arrival just for a few hours, maybe 2 hours. The second day is considered to be a very busy day. It's mostly going to be about deliberations. All these ideas will be put on the table, okay? And you can ask all the questions you want to, because right there, we will decide what are the aims and objectives of the Yoruba Union. What is that? Who are our targets? What is the purpose? What do you need to do? How can you be part of it? And what do you need to do to keep being part of it? Okay, so all of that table. Then what are the laws guiding, or laws that will be guiding our activities, including those of you who are going to be standing up or represent us all over the place? Okay, so the idea initially of the Yoruba Union is to bring together as many as possible Yorubas and Yoruba descendants from all over the world. Now we are making use of the modern technology, which is that, if you hear about the union, you can read about it. You can, if you want to know more of how you can be part of the union, then you have a community where you meet others. So we believe that this technique can bring together a lot of, best brains of the Yoruba land, can bring them together. People can actually, as we envisage, actually formulate, what we call the final workbook for how Yoruba land, that's the goal, Yoruba land will be out of this contraption. That is the end goal. But we believe that if Yorubas are going to leave this contraption, it must come from the heart of the Yorubas themselves. Okay, I'm talking about our people who are currently facing this contraption as it is, ignorant, are divided, and then traumatized. So there is an intervening force that is needed, an intervening force in their lives, physically, right? The one that is going to actually hold our hands and say, if they ask you, why do we need to have a Yoruba nation? Then you have more than the half of the population answer you in unison why and why they want it. So we need to rally that number. Yoruba Union is going to be that force that's going to rally that number together. We're already test running it. So the goal is to bring all Yorubas together, as many as possible. The ones that have been so imprisoned by this criminal political class in Yoruba land in particular, holding us down for Nigeria to do all of this to our people, right? So once we're able to kind of, you get what I mean? Like take charge that way. So how do we do that? That is what the Yoruba Union is going to teach you. What do I need to do? That is what the Yoruba Union is going to tell you. How do I go about it? That is what the Yoruba Union is going to be for. So how many of us can we actually bring together, verified, and then use as a force of change to what it is now, to what we want it to be? So how do you find those people? It is from a platform that allows them to come together, and that's what the union is. So day 2 of our union, we will be discussing our constitution, the constitution of the Yoruba Union, the ones that will guide us on everything we're going to be doing, everything. So now, once that is approved, and then a leadership of the union is identified and as well as approved, right? On this day 2. Day 3 is going to be, what we call the coming together of the success of the yesterday. And this time is going to be called the grand finale, the dinner time, where, and we've got other, other packaged programs for the day. Now here, initially we were thinking we'll be probably hosting a lot of people, okay? But we then felt like, no, we won't be hosting a lot of people. But for those who are going to show face physically, right, that will be our first step into taking all of this, taking this away from the social media and all of that now and make it physical. So Yoruba Union is intending to cover at least 100 countries all over the world. So we've just started. And to make that happen, right, we will need us to kind of go beyond this screen, okay, and begin to kind of make it physical, not just physical, but ideally physical. So you need to be there, at least, to understand or be part of it, I would say. So the rest are, I have left this my caller for like about 5-10 minutes. Are you still there?
I'm there with you, my good. This is Ade from Edinburgh.
I love your patience. So see, I didn't forget you were there, but I just had to say all of that quickly. Okay. So thank you so much. But you are here now.
When you finish, you come back.
Yes, sir.
I'm here.
Please go ahead.
Are you through with your?
Yes, I am. Okay. Now. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for the good work you have been doing. And Almighty God continue to strengthen you.
Thanks, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it is unfortunate that we have leaders who do not take responsibility. There is a book I read some years ago, Good to Great by Jim Collins. It's when things go wrong in the camp, that the leader take responsibility.
And that's
when things go good,
they don't take responsibility.
Yeah, they give credit.
Go on, sorry.
When things go good, they give it to the team that are working alongside with them. They don't just think that it is me that is the leader. You know, for the speaker to come with a bill of such nature to restrict the right of Nigeria, show that he himself do not know the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Honestly,
for freedom of information and every other thing. Since things have been happening, we have seen a lot of evil. There are some states in Nigeria that are part of it they call ungovernable. The way things are going wrong in Nigeria, they do not come as a legislator to make rule that will make this peace to be recovered. People have been stealing. They do not make death penalty for the thief.
No.
Because they are the thieves that are stealing the Nigerian resources.
They have to protect
we'll be hearing that they be stealing fuel and the rest of them, the crude oil. They do not make law to stop that. They do not tell the people who want to know who is receiving this subsidy and the rest of them. A lot of things that are there, the criminal have taken over the Nigeria territory with different bandits and the rest of them. They did not stand up to actually fight for this.
No.
But when they did wrong, and the people say, what people are doing are wrong, it is there they want to bring a bill to stop Nigeria. Well, I don't want to say the bill will not pass, but they will be the first victim. Because all that they are saying, they are the who are even practicing it more. Because anything they bring, they will sign it to law. And if the speaker bring it that bill, they will sign it to law. Well, one thing about Nigeria, we are so patient in allow people to load on us. Later, we will now be running to church, running to mosque to go and pray for God to deliver us. At the onset, I think Nigerians should wake up. Whatever means they can use to stop these evil men. Well, the protest that just come
because if they push you to the point and you allowed it, right? You can't really blame the pusher. That's the point, right?
Yeah, the protest that just came to pass, you've seen why you see that it is not effective as it's expected, that there's already a division, religious line, ethnic line, and so many lines. That is why you see that the protest did not succeed as supposed to be.
At the time.
But if they are leaders that think inward, they should be able, by now, they should be able to call themselves and say, what are we doing wrong? And what are we doing right that we're supposed to improve? Or what are we doing wrong that we're supposed to stop doing? For those one is not their priority, rather than to make law. Let's see how far they will go. Secondly, another issue I want to talk about is some years ago, when Hillary Clinton, the former US Secretary, He said one of the challenges of Africa is that they have a weak institutions. Because he said,
I think it was great men, weak institutions instead of great institutions. I'm sorry, powerful institutions and then weak men. No, they have weak institutions.
Yeah. I've forgotten when you make this comment that if this is not corrected, Africa will continue to roll like a baba's chair, rolling without moving to anywhere. He made that comment, I still remember. The other issue I want to speak is the Council of State that made up of the former head of state and the president that came to visit Kolu in the State House, that they are endorsing for vote of confidence. You see that all those leaders, they are failure in their own term too. Understand? It takes a failure to endorse a failure.
That's right.
Because, okay, look at Abdul Salam. Every 4 years, he will go and bring an agreement, a peace accord. Even when the peace is
there will be no peace.
Yeah, even when the peace is breached, those who breach the peace, nothing will be done to them. And then another 4 years again, he will come again with another bill. It has become like a routine for him. So
with Kuka. Kuka is his colleague in the trade.
Yeah. Yeah. Coming to endorse, for them coming to endorse in this issue that everybody is seeing, showing that these people, they have not really learned and they don't have idea, because it is said that it is idea that rule the world.
That's right.
They don't have ideas and they don't know what to do, and they don't allow people who know what to do to come to power.
Come in and do, yeah.
Well, like Oshomole issue that is, sometimes when some people say something, you'll be wondering that this thing that this learned man said, understand, if it is said by somebody who don't know the letter of the word, you will not be angry with them. Somebody who has been a governor for 8 years, a labor leader, who is now a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is still pushing for discrimination.
You get? Understand? And they will be the one pushing all these narratives, okay? Then turn around and begin to say, we all need to come together as a people. I'm like, why are you all like this, man? Eh?
I don't understand. Okay, like me now, I'm married from Edo State.
See?
And I'm from Kogi State. Now say that my son cannot be a governor of Kogi State.
It can be.
That's stupid by thinking.
And now they will begin to say, oh, in Mama na Edo. If you can't go Edo and say, okay, I'm from Benin, I'm from Edo State, because my mama is said, they say, no, your papa is from Kogi, go back to Kogi. What kind of, do people who actually push this narrative ever thinks that way? About the Surulere local government chairman, his wife is an Igbo, the woman that gave birth to all his children. Surulere local government, right? See, during the election, he said it boldly that if it comes to them killing the Igbos, he will kill that his wife first. And the woman smiled. Because to her, it's like, oh, he won't kill me. He's just saying that this was how this guy kind of confessed the level of hatred they preferred. I mean, they kind of shared, right? All because of 2023 election. Surulere local government chairman. Adisa.
What Oshomole is saying, if in a country like ours, they could ask him to step down. They ask him to step down. Because he will not even try it. Because he knows that statement he made.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. No, sometimes ago you speak about somebody was telling you about something deputy something in UK here that was pushing for this
deputy mayor, deputy mayor of Leeds, I think it was Leeds or something. Yeah.
Why will people who have seen light still appreciating darkness?
Now he went to the Nigerian House to go and attack the people who are protesting and bad governance stuff. He went there and he's deputy mayor or something here, like for real.
Because when you see everything that's happening in Nigeria, it's opposite to what we are seeing here. 24 hours light, 24 hours gas, 24 hours light, road is okay, transportation, everything is okay. But when you go back there, all this they are at 0 point. And somebody here who have run down to this place will be appreciating what is going on in Africa. I think that place need I don't know the adjective to describe them. Sometimes I wonder what kind of human being are they?
Now witchcraft.
So my brother. So
thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You have a good one. Oh, I've taken a lot of your time this afternoon, I would say. But yeah, thanks so much for your patience, right? Adeza. That's Adeza from Edinburgh. You call on what did they do them? People who have lived abroad. Those of us who are living here now, okay, we are not living in heaven or anything like that. It's just like you have a system that works, okay? Now, because you have a system that works, and then you look around, you be like, but all these systems that are it's working, like it's not like magic. It's just people being responsible, being responsible to their own people. Why can't you have that there? Why? Why? This should be the question, but no. They're already there. They say Nigeria, Africa is not built in a day. Leave them. Leave them. Why don't you go back? Meanwhile, everybody that wants to go back is being promised to be jailed for asking them to fix the place, right?
Yeah. But this one is
hello. Sorry. Can you hear me? I think that's you now. You might need to mute the broadcast so we can talk.
Michael.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Michael, how you doing?
About day here. Ahmed, is that
on
you?
Phone, yeah. On phone, your voice like saying, "No, you go ahead and talk with." But for television,